Do you think so?
I feel like my whole life changed since we last talked. And like, truly not to be dramatic at all, but just the fact, if you remember at the end of the last like vlog, that wasn't the day in the life, I was saying that I was going to be going to Colorado to meet my little baby nephew. And now that little human exists inside this world and I just love him so much, and he genuinely is perfect and so cute. And I feel like when I left for Colorado and when I came back from Colorado, I was like a different person. Like, it was a very life-changing several days. It did end up being nice though, because if you remember me mentioning, she was past her due date, and so I thought that whenever I was going he would already be born, but he wasn't. And I was there from a Thursday to a Tuesday, and he was born on like very early Monday morning. So it ended up being that I got to spend just a lot of time with my sister and with her husband in like their last days before they were becoming parents, and then had some like crazy unexpected aspects of the hospital after he was born. But he is perfect and he is home, and it was so weird coming back to Atlanta and like going back to regular work after like what felt like my whole life changed. I miss him, and the next time I see him I think will be December, which will only be like 6 weeks by then, but it just seems so late. Like, he won't be as teeny anymore. Welcome to a weekend in my life. This is a fun weekend in my life. Like, fun, I don't know, festive, productive. It's hard to come up with the adjective that can go in the title of this video before the weekend actually happens. But a couple things I'm looking forward to this weekend. One, since I got back on Tuesday, I haven't had like reset time because I went back to work Wednesday and I was there Thursday, Friday too. But this morning, Zach and I are going to our dance lesson for our first dance. I do need to practice. Like, we have a video from all the things that we learned last time, and last night we were practicing and we were looking at the video to see what to do next, and I need to make sure that I can do all our little steps without looking at it. So I'm excited for that, and I'm gonna bring the shoes that I'm gonna wear in my wedding today just to like practice doing the actual dance in them, because I think that will be good. This will be our third lesson, and we're doing 6, I believe. We'll do one in November, December, January too. After that, I have a facial that I've really been looking forward to. I feel like anytime going in an airplane and then coming back down off the airplane, like, my skin just doesn't like it anymore. And so I think this was a good weekend to have a facial. She can like clean me out entirely. My guess is she'll probably do a peel again. And then there's a couple other things that will be fun that I'm sure we can get up to, but I do want to go shopping. We've decided, I think, on the like signature drinks we want to have for our wedding, but I kind of want to make it like, it'll obviously taste different me making it at home versus like someone bulk making it at the wedding, but I kind of want to make it just to make sure it's not like disgusting. And so I'm gonna get the ingredients for those, I believe, and I have a cocktail shaker that's coming in the mail. So thanks for being here. Pretty casual this weekend. I'm really just excited to like be back sitting and talking to the camera, because it's been like a week and a half, and like I said, part of that week was like some of the most life-changing days that I've ever been through, so I feel like a different person now. I have about 45 minutes until we'll be leaving for the dance, so I am gonna get dressed, make some breakfast, see if I can pick up just a little bit, like a speed round of pickup before dance, facial, run some errands, come back here. Thanks for joining. I'm so glad you're here. Ignore the laundry next to me. So this is my little outfit that I'm doing for today for dancing. And then these are my shoes that I'm gonna bring to practice with. I feel like they don't really have that much traction, but I guess that'll be good to get used to now. So I'm just wearing Lulu leggings, the ones that I got at the thrift store a couple weeks ago. And then my favorite color of my Lulu Swiftly Tech.
I hope we don't fail to see the beauty of being free. Don't forget what you love the most. I just wanna keep you close, so we have to give it one more try before the idiots are taking over. They're caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for? There's so much more than we've been told, way beyond what we can hold. So keep your eyes open for the things that really matter. Oh, we have to give it one more try now that the idiot days are taking over. They're caught up in the race of wanting more, and we can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for?
She did a chemical peel today that I'm feeling. I feel like there are sometimes I come out of facials looking refreshed, and there are sometimes that I come out of facials looking beat up. And I do think today might be a beat up day. Do you think so?
You're still glowing.
Still glowing. Still glowing after my assault.
Is this his fault?
We can tell one from the other. No one can tell you what they're running from. No one knows anymore. What's it for? What's it for?
We're testing cocktails that we maybe want to make for our wedding, and we have a peach one and a blueberry one. Zach just said he wanted to try peach first. So it's gonna be a peach paloma. Did we get limes?
Nope.
Dang it. I think we still have 8 lime.
Yeah.
It's going to be a peach paloma with only this lime. That should be enough. We just won't garnish it. No, I think there's just the one.
There might be some on the fridge.
We just won't garnish it with the lime. We'll just squeeze the lime. Honestly, like, this should be enough.
Okay.
If we're just making the
Little shooters.
1 or 2. Yeah. Let's get our... Okay. Got the lime. This is the little cocktail shaker that I got off Amazon. Ah. I don't really know how this works. I never, like, make drinks. But I'm kind of excited. This was fun. But, okay. Freshly squeezed lime juice plus lime for the rim, which we might not be doing. This is honestly more than we'll need, but we just got 2 of the tiny little shooters of Patron, and then peach nectar and soda water. So we're thinking of calling this like the Georgia peach or like something like that. Something kind of cheesy. I think though that I just put everything in the shaker. Maybe I'll wash the shaker first. I think I just put everything in the shaker. Maybe not this. Let me look it up. Peach Paloma. Maybe I put everything except this in the shaker and shake it up and then like pour it over ice. I don't know. Do you put ice in the shaker? Let me look. Oh wait, this one, cool. This one that I clicked on is for making it a pitcher. That's not quite what I'm doing. It would have been nice to me if I like remembered where I got the recipe from. Okay, I think I put everything except, I mean, it makes sense. Like, why would you shake up the bubbly? I put everything except the soda water in the shaker and then shake it up and then pour over ice and then add the like soda on top. That makes sense. That seems like it checks out. I squeezed our 1 lime into here. Next for our little tequila blanco. It's so cute to me that the little guys are shaped like the big guys. You know what I mean?
Well, they have all the features too, like the green tape, the cork at the top.
Right, like
it's literally like you just
it's
decreased
cute.
its size by 20.
But do we need all that? Because the cork's smaller too, is it not?
That's what I'm saying. It's just all a little cutesy.
Just all cutesy.
See, and now
And it doesn't smell repulsive. Like I can smell it and I'm not, yeah.
Well, that's why I said we're not getting cheap.
As someone who always buys store brand in grocery stores and never really steps foot in package stores at all, Zach had to remind me to walk away from the cheap shelf in the package store, especially since theoretically this will be like what we're serving to guests. And he said that we want people to be able to drink it without feeling nauseated, which is fair. That is a fair assessment of things.
Well, it's not like Jose Cuervo is like the most expensive thing in the world. It's the borderline between
What's like a expensive tequila? Like what's like
Don Julio?
And under what circumstances do people have it?
I don't know, like celebrations usually.
Like what person is drinking Don Julio?
Famous people.
Let's see.
Like, you know the huge tall bottles of Don Julio, the orange one?
Uh-huh.
Those are like
8.
famous at like clubs and stuff. They're like $400.
Gotcha.
Buy them.
It says 8 tablespoons of peach nectar. I feel like that's gonna be a lot for me to measure out. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Good sound.
5, 6, 7, 8. And a little extra. Okay, anything else? That's all this calls for. It did say, because we just got the plain soda water, it did say that we could do like a grapefruit sparkling water or something like that. I really don't put ice in the shaker? I don't know either. Yeah, I think you're supposed to pour it over. Yeah, I think I gotta hold the shaker a little tighter. There was some drips that escaped. How long are you supposed to shake for? Smells like tequila. I actually didn't check if the amount that I was making was for 1 drink or 2 drinks, but I did double it from the recipe. But I guess we'll find out. I do feel like there is extra in the sense of we have enough for... Ah! Ah!
Are you okay?
Yes. I just got myself wet with the club soda. Why would it explode right now? I wasn't just shaking it up. Yeah, like opening the club soda, it just spurted. It came from the fridge to the counter. The good thing is that I don't think it'll be sticky. I kept the camera safe. You're welcome, guys. No splash zone for you. Why did it do that? Because it was really out of nowhere, too. It wasn't like it, was working up to it or something. There's a chance that this will be too strong and we'll actually want bigger glasses to pour more club soda. Look at me.
Oh my god, it got everywhere.
Well, it was just like the dots, but I danced around on the towel. Ugh. It is strong, but it does taste good.
That's why you get good tequila.
Look, this is our peach Paloma, Georgia peach. You think yes for wedding?
Yeah, it tastes good to me.
See you back when it's time for our next one. Okay, ingredients for number 2. Number 2 I'm thinking is going to be called something blueberry. And it's going to be kind of like a blueberry vodka sour. We'll see. But this one... Ingredients for this one. We got 2 little Grey Gooses. We got Sprite. We got sweet and sour, which is so funny because I know it just means like sweet flavoring and sour flavoring, but it makes me feel like it's like Chinese food. We got blueberry juice. Could also use puree, but got juice. And got simple syrup. So I put all of, let's see, the sweet and sour and the Sprite are gonna get poured over. So I put these guys, this, the blueberry, and the simple syrup in here to shake it up. And then we'll pour equal parts of the sweet and sour and the Sprite over it. See, because it's shaped mini, it's hard to get the top off because it's so small. Okay, let's see. I want to do 1.5 ounces, which I believe 3 tablespoons. I should probably rinse this out from the beach. So 1, 2. I'm kind of doing big tablespoons. Whoa! I'm making a mess of everything is what I'm doing. Just gonna pour a little extra. I feel like you can't hurt by going extra on the blueberry. And then I'm gonna have to make sure to really hold the cocktail shaker actually tight this time. Stop making a mess of things because blueberry is definitely colorful. Okay. I rinsed out our glasses. How long are you supposed to shake for? Also, this has like accidentally been product placement of Isadora refried beans the whole time. Okay, seems like that has to be enough. And there is still a little left inside too, I guess for me later. And then cool. There we go. I'm just eyeballing half. Gosh, do not want this one to spray all over me again. Dookie.
What's up?
I said, are you free to try or are you busy?
I'm good.
Okay, come here. Do you have your phone? Sarah wants a video of us trying to, but mine's all the way over there. These are cute.
That was cute. Do you want me to like set it up?
Like, maybe just like selfie and can pop it right there. Selfie video. You can pop. And cheers.
Here's to Sarah tonight.
That's delicious.
You do good.
That is really good.
What is it?
It's a blueberry vodka sour.
Probably enough sugar in there to drown. Because what, it's boom, boom, boom.
And it's only a little bit of that and only a little bit. Like, do you see how full the Sprite is still?
I mean, it tastes good.
That's very good. I think that's good.
I
On
agree.
wedding day, I'm gonna say something blueberry for the bride.
Something fruity, something girly.
Something blueberry for the bride. This weekend is homecoming weekend for Emory, which means that a lot of Zach's friends are in town. My friends too. I like them, but they're Zach's like teammates. Which means that the one time that I have like social plans is also the day that I got a chemical peel. I don't know if you can tell how red I am. I'm very red. I tried to make it feel better with like eyebrows and eyelashes.
What did you say, Dookie?
I was talking in the vlog, but I also said maybe I just won't be cold.
What?
Maybe I just won't be cold.
I mean, it's not gonna be cold for a while.
So basically the predicament that I am in was that I wanted to wear my brown leather pants, but the shirt that I felt like went with it was my white bodysuit, which is only a tank top. And so I was thinking like, well, what would I do to cover my shoulders, you know? But maybe I'm just gonna plan on not being cold and just like have this be the full outfit, I suppose. And Brewdog, where we're going, has really good pretzels. And well, by that I just mean like they have a big pretzel and it's what I want to get. So that's my plan when we get there. But Zach, I was telling them how like the first time in 6 months that I have plans. Ooh, Zach's maybe I could wear his flannel. Can you wear your flannel and then I can have it if I get cold? He doesn't want to do that. Okay, I'll consider it, but I might just not get cold.
You also you have your flannel in the back of my car still too.
That is true too. That is true too.
Where did you go?
In 5 minutes at 6:15 when you told me 6:15. I'm gonna brush my teeth. That's what I'm gonna do. See you when we get our pretzels. Oh my gosh. Not bad. It is. Yo. Today has been such a rock day so far and I've been loving it. It's been exactly what I need. This ring light is making me insecure with how shiny my face still is, but at least it's not like as red as it was yesterday. It has not started peeling yet. I think that will happen during this week whenever I'm like seeing people and working 40 hours a week. That's when I'll start peeling. But anything for skin improvements. And I honestly like, it's not perfect, but just my skin in general looks a lot better than it did pre-facial. She really put in a lot of work yesterday and I really appreciate that. When I woke up this morning, I had to edit the YouTube video that was posting today. So I was like, I am sitting on the couch and I'm staying here until it is all entirely ready to go. And it's now posted, which is awesome. And honestly, I've gotten a lot of sweet comments on it too, which is just like such a little boost to the heart. Makes my day anytime that happens. I started posting, well, I posted it back in the afternoon again. To be honest, my channel views have been like flopping lately, like genuinely flopping lately. And Zach pointed out the fact that that started happening whenever I started posting my video at 9 a.m. on Sunday, because I think my thought was kind of like, oh, then the video will just like be there at any time whenever someone's wanting to watch it during the day. But then it kind of took me being in Colorado last weekend and realizing that there the video was posting at 7 a.m. I was like, no wonder no one's watching it like right when it posts. And then if it doesn't get like views from subscribers when it posts, it's like YouTube doesn't recommend it as much. So like when I say my channel's been flopping lately, like like the numbers have been crazy, but I'm gonna post at 3 p.m. on Sundays again. I missed it. It's coming back. I think it's fine. Like, it's not the biggest change to happen in the world, but all that to say, I finished my video today, posted it at 3 p.m. I've gotten lots of sweet comments, and the views are doing much better than they have for like the past month. So glad to have gotten the validation in that. And then I've been watching a lot of How I Met Your Mother, and the other thing I've been working on, I thought was going to be like really fun and kind of ended up being like a wee bit stressful, but we haven't booked our honeymoon yet, and we haven't like actually fully decided on location that we're going. We've kind of talked about doing like 2 locations, like doing 3 to 4 nights one place and then 3 to 4 nights in another place, mostly because Zach and I get antsy, and like it can be a wonderful place and a wonderful hotel, but like I don't know, especially if you're flying a long plane ride, it kind of seems like make the most use out of what you can. Like after going across the ocean, you might as well go a couple places across the ocean. But what we had thought of, we've thought of a lot of things so far. We had thought of Costa Rica for a little bit, we had thought of Spain for a little bit, and in Spain we had thought about Tenerife, we had thought about Palma de Mallorca, we thought about Malaga, and then we like briefly were kind of thinking like, oh, Greece or like somewhere in Italy. But then we were looking, because we're trying to book at a Marriott hotel because Zach has points there and we'll be able to get a couple free nights, which reduces costs and is awesome. If you have free nights, you might as well use them. So we're looking at Marriott, and there was a lot of cool Marriott hotels in Budapest, and I've been to Budapest and I really loved Budapest. And it's definitely not like a beachy vacation vibe. It is like European city vacation vibe, but I loved Budapest, and it was like such great energy, and like there's things to do, like it was really cool there. And there was like the hotels were very cool and were like more affordable than some very cool hotels in like more popular locations. So we were thinking like, okay, we'll do 3 to 4 nights in Budapest and then go to Croatia, because I've never been to Croatia. Zach has now once, like on a cruise stops, and loved it. He was meant to go back in 2020, and obviously that didn't happen, but I've only ever heard like great things about Croatia. And they also have beaches, like it could be kind of like the more beachy stay. So we were like looking at that, and I feel like that was the closest that we've gotten to having a solid plan of what we were going to do. We're like, okay, 3 to 4 nights in Budapest, and then we'll go to like maybe somewhere near Split, Croatia, and get either like a little apartment or a house, or I mean they have like resorts that are down there too, and that seemed like such a fun idea until we realized that the train that goes from Budapest to Split is seasonal and doesn't start until June, and we were planning on going in May. And so there is like a bus, but spending over 10 hours on a bus just doesn't really sound very fun. And then there is, obviously you could fly, but the flights that go directly from Budapest to Split are like Ryanair, Wizz Air, that are the airlines that I loved whenever I was like studying abroad on a little budget, being a college student, and like packing in a teeny little backpack for a weekend trip. Like those are great airlines for that. But like, I don't know, just something about honeymoon, I kind of just want to be like stress free and like not take Ryanair somewhere, which is why the train seemed like such a good idea, but not if it's not running. And so then I was looking, because like we could still do Budapest and then train somewhere else, like go to Vienna or Switzerland or something like that for the next 3 to 4 nights. So I kind of started looking at that, but I just feel like I got so close to having like a true plan, like, oh, this is what we're doing and these are the cool places, and like Zach and I were both down and excited for it, and now it's a little more uncertain again. It's like such a great problem to have, to be like, oh, we could go anywhere, I just gotta pick a place. And I keep having to remind myself too that like just because we go somewhere over a different place for honeymoon doesn't mean we're never going to the other place. Like if we go to Europe instead of Costa Rica, that doesn't mean we're never going to Costa Rica. Like we can travel whenever we want to together. But I feel like honeymoon does hold like a lot of weight, where it's like, where did you honeymoon to? And also it's like an excuse to kind of splurge a little bit and like do fancy fun things. So I feel like, I don't know, because I do think it'd be fun to have like a beachy type of vibe, but I also really like Budapest, and I really liked that idea that we came up with. And so I don't know, and there's not like, I don't know, like since Budapest is kind of in Eastern Europe, or it is in Eastern Europe, it's less close to like Spain that we were thinking of, or things like that, to where it would be like flying back to get there. So it's just more logistics to figure out, whereas I was like kind of hoping to figure out those logistics today. But it was as soon as I started feeling like actually stressed about it, I was like, okay, I'm stopping, because this is not like planning a honeymoon should not be something that is bringing stress. It should be something that is like fun and bringing joy. And I keep thinking too, like we could spend nights at like a little New England cutie little bed and breakfast, and that could be like a wonderful and perfect honeymoon. Like it doesn't have to be this huge go across the world travel, but also like what a great excuse to go across the world and travel. So it'll be fine. It'll obviously be so fine. It'll just take kind of like sitting down, brainstorming, thinking, because we're also trying to like maximize points and benefits that we have, because why pay more money if it's something that you could get free with like credit card points and stuff. Despite rotting being so wonderful so far today, I do need to kind of like get up off my little rear end, I feel like, and do like a little something in my day. I baked earlier. I made pumpkin brownies with like the PB2 mix that I'm making an Instagram reel for. They were good. The pumpkin did like alter the brownie consistency, for sure it did. I also put an entire can of pumpkin into like not that many brownies, so that makes sense. It was B that did that, but they still were pretty good. So I think what my plan is to go to the gym. I know I'm always like big gym girl in here. However, I have not worked out at the gym in a very long time. I feel like the week leading up to going to Colorado, I wasn't like really in the gym. Whenever I was in Colorado, was not in the gym at all. And then since getting back, I went once and did like shoulders with 5-pound dumbbells, which is a workout, more than 0, but it's not really like what I was trying to have go on. So I'm gonna head to the gym, and then I think I'm gonna try to do some cardio and work on editing the little Instagram reel that I filmed with the brownies. And then I also I want to brainstorm like what I'm getting up to this week, kind of piece it all together in my head, because this upcoming week is Halloween, which is exciting. I do think I'm gonna do like a little costume for work that I don't want to spoil, but it'll be like easy enough while being cute. It's Halloween. I have my first true fitting for my dress alterations, because I gave my dress to the alteration person and she started doing her little thing. I'm going in for a fitting on Halloween, and then I'm gonna vote this week, which is exciting. I'm gonna do early voting. I need to figure out which location I'm gonna go to, but I'm thinking like Tuesday is probably when I'll go do that. Swing state voter at your service. And then I do need to get my body active again, because I feel like I've kind of been feeling the like aches and pains that come with lack of activity. Lack of activity is really fun whenever you're rotting on the couch, but after doing that for an extended period of time, I feel like my body starts to be like, what are you doing? We've got things we need to move. So I'll start that today. I think my workout goal is today, I'm gonna pull up a Sydney. I'm gonna do an hour-long one is what I'm planning on, because honestly what I like about the hour ones is that they kind of move slower, because it's not like jam-pack hit in 30 minutes, like get the best workout you can in 30 minutes. It's like, since it's a whole hour, you can move slower, you can like focus on each rep more. I feel like that's the vibe I'm going for. I'm just gonna need my brain to like be able to focus for that long. And I think I have some packages in my mailbox too, so it'll be a little incentive. I can only go get the packages after I finish my workout.